What is the draw of Doctor Who? Why are there so many people that are enamored with this character and this TV show?
Well, it's about taking life by the balls and running with it. It's no matter what situation you find yourself in, there's going to be a way that you can think yourself out of it.
It was originally intended for kids back in 1963. November 23rd, 1963 was the first episode.
As usual per British TV, the props are horrible.
They were literally filming everything in a closet with spare props and stuff.
The worse the prop, the better it is. There's an old Tom Baker episode where people come out of stasis and you can hear the styrofoam squeak and the monster is literally wrapped in green bubble wrap.
The story is cool.
About a fellow that stole a time machine and he cruises around the universe in all of time and space and gets into adventures.
You can find something you relate to in various episodes of Doctor Who, no matter who you are.
It does teach good moral lessons, but it's actually funny.
And it's pure imagination, which is the rest of the appeal.
Okay.
Why these people are here.
All right. Heading to 901 Airline Drive. I don't know where I'm going, so I'm going to rely on the GPS as usual. Fuck, I already made a wrong decision. We're headed to NOLA Time Fest, which is just something random that I saw on Facebook a couple of weeks ago. Apparently, NOLA Time Fest is a group of individuals that get together to celebrate Doctor Who, which from what I can see is a TV series that was on for a long time about a space traveling scientist. What I'm expecting, oh, watch yourselves, peep. Yeah, we almost got in a motherfucking wreck. We've already had a couple of snafus. I got a flat tire. I've had this little kit that's all in Chinese in the car for a couple of years. Finally used it. So we could go down at any moment. It was just like a fix-a-flat. Never watched one episode of Doctor Who in my entire life. I did used to live with this cat Bull in college. He was about 325-pound offensive lineman. We were in a fraternity together, and he used to have the VHS tapes of Doctor Who, and he would put them on at the end of the night, and I'd pass out on his couch. That's the only recollection I have of Doctor Who. I know there's a silver robot. I have low expectations. We're gonna roll up, we're gonna talk to people, we're gonna find out why are they there? What is Doctor Who? Who does Doctor Who work for? What is the point of getting together and dressing up and acting kind of like crazy people? Yeah, we need a maintenance guy on a golf cart. How can we help you? Where's the NOLA Time Fest at? Pull around back. Beep, beep, get out of my way. All right, this is Whine and Cheese. We're out here at the Airport Hilton for NOLA Time Fest. We're definitely in the right spot, judging by the excitement. We had to go all the way in the back where the people do their crack to park. Hopefully we get done before night's end. First thing we're gonna have to do is find the beer. If there's no beer here, we may have to cut this segment short. We're here at NOLA Time Fest and we're meeting some of the people. We haven't made it inside yet, but here's a new friend we've made along the way. What's your name?
Michael Province.
Michael, what are you doing here at NOLA Time Fest?
Well, we're one of the vendors. We own Corset Punk and Kilts. We sell kilts, jewelry, corsets, and essential oils. We do about 35 to 37 conventions a year. We used to have a store in Gaucher, but Walmart knocked that down.
Who are you dressed as today?
Well, I'm kind of dressed as myself. This is what I look like whenever I don't give a flying rat's ass.
That's a good time. Yeah, what's the biggest event that I shouldn't miss? A tea duel? Yes. People throwing tea at each other? No. It's the New Orleans tea party.
You will be deleted.
And then we hop into our booth and we head back to where fucking from Natadem. What exactly are we about to see?
Well, we're about to we're about to tie up a lovely lady in a corset and show you some possibilities. We take their lovely curves and frame them up even nicer.
So what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is a guy who has figured out how to hang out with chicks for his job. And
Great living. It's a great living. I tie women up for every weekend.
I do want to say that he picked the right one because it matches the rest of her outfit. Looks like it has some pretty serious straps and clasps. Is this what you would call a lifestyle? Is this something that you do you wear these on a daily basis?
I know people who do.
So let's step back and take a look. I do have to say it has done everything that it's claimed to do. Who actually makes these?
You design work and have them made for us.
Okay, so is it little Chinese people halfway across the globe?
We don't do anything from China. Their work is substandard, unfortunately.
Well, I can tell you that I've got quite a few lady friends that I would like to see in these things. CorsetPunk.com. Everybody go to CorsetPunk.com and check out these lovely pieces of apparel. This is a new friend of ours, Monty. How you doing, Monty?
Excellent. How's it going?
It's going good. What would you describe yourself as an artist?
Like I work with paint. This piece I'm working on right now is paint, pastels. It's going to be marker, pen, and ink. But I also work digital and with whatever medium I can get my hand on. I just love playing with color.
How can people find you?
People can find me if you search hashtag MontyLiveArt or go to MontyLiveArt.com.
Are you a fan of Doctor Who?
I am a fan of Doctor Who. I don't come to things like this unless I'm an actual fan.
And how you doing, man? What's your name?
How you doing? Rock Brown. Nice to meet you.
Rock Brown. So this is a festival that is mostly dedicated to Doctor Who. Am I right?
Yes, that is correct. It is mostly a Doctor Who thing, which I am a huge fan of and have been since the fourth Doctor, Tom Baker.
Okay, what brings you and your company to NOLA Time Fest?
Well, I've been involved since the first year, both on the gaming retail side as well as the Crew to Who side.
What's the name of your company?
Plus One Gaming in Metairie. It's plusonegaming.com, PLUS1gaming.com.
So this is the question that everybody wants to know in our audience. Who does Doctor Who work for?
Well, first of all, his name is the Doctor.
You never get to hear what his actual name is. You only know him as the Doctor.
I'm the Doctor. Doctor Who?
Exactly.
Doctor of what? I mean...
Does Doctor Who have an actual PhD or degree in some type of science?
No.
What college did Doctor Who get his degree from?
Wouldn't it be Gallifrey? It would be University of Gallifrey or something crazy like that.
So we don't know where he went to college or if he practices his own.
Now, he did say he did go to school in Gallifrey, so he did go to school. And there's a bad guy whose name is only the Master.
Who's the Master?
The Master is another Time Lord, like the Doctor is, and he's one of the arch villains, one of his nemesis throughout the life of the story.
So there you go. You've got the Master versus the Doctor.
I always like the bad guy in any story. So are you telling me that the Master is the villain in Doctor Who?
He's not the only one. There are a variety of them. Some of them are more alien, some of them are more human.
Right now in the current regeneration, the Master is female.
Mostly we get some really crazy stuff.
But he started out as a guy.
I'm trying to keep my voice down because we are in the middle of NOLA Fest 2016 costume contest. Oh, you saw that coming from a mile away. He was having trouble getting up on stage. I think it's like WWE. Like you just have to go with the flow. I think this was planned. This has been very well choreographed. They're about to put this man's head inside of a bag. Oh, this is just terrible. We have no respect for our elders in the United States. The tension, you can cut it with a knife. We have a lot of individuals in here who are interested in seeing who's going to win this costume contest. Knitting and knitting. This is Wine and Cheese, catching Doctor Who fans in their natural environment. Here they come, young Indiana Jones with his empty bag of booze. Quite possibly the cutest little girl that I've ever seen. Totally outshining the man that's interviewing her. This was reminding me of something out of the Manson family. We got a guy with a bat with barbed wire around it who I don't think you want to mess with. Do we have a winner? Is that the winner? Is that the trophy? We've been told that there's going to be some action. A lot of praise for keeping all these people together. And he's being presented with an autographed drums, bass, trumpet, hot girl in knee-high socks. We're here with our new friend Jim.
Yes, I'm Dr. Zeman Abdul Sadat Muhammad Ahmad Tubus Abraham Ali Hermizod Muhammad Ali Martin Luther Saint Kalarakabuba Higi the third. You do not have to use the third if you're in haste.
He is in a group known as Consortium of Genius.
Cog.
Now all rise and greet your Science Party candidate, my creator and the next president of the United States, Dr. Milo T. Pinkerton III.
Consortium of Genius. How long has this been a group?
For 20 years. I joined in 2001, so I've been with them for 15 years.
What would you describe the type of music that y'all play?
It is a bit of everything. It's science rock.
What role do you play in the band other than having the most amazing name that we've ever heard?
Oh, well, I play bass, and I am actually in charge of, shall I say, the micro explosive devices. It's not quite nuclear. I do ion fusion, actually, and it is actually gives you a much larger explosive than your nuclear devices. Yes, but we're not supposed to talk about that, though.
Well, then we'll keep that to ourselves. Doctor Who. We're all wanting to know, who does Doctor Who or the Doctor work for?
He does not work for anyone. He works for himself. He tries to do the right thing. He tries to be a good man, but that is not always possible.
Who does Doctor? Nobody. He works for himself.
Really?
He doesn't actually work for anyone. He's kind of independent, works for himself.
Well, how does he get paid?
He doesn't. He stole a time machine, and he goes around helping people.
He stole the time machine.
This is the TARDIS. It's time and relative dimensions in space. It is a time machine.
We were wondering if he invented time travel.
No, he stole it.
So he's a bandit.
He was about to be put on trial for something he didn't do, so he stole a TARDIS and split.
And he's been traveling around ever since, helping people and being the Doctor.
When he left Gallifrey, which is his home planet, he had to steal one, so he couldn't steal a new one. He had to steal one that was down for repair.
It was not intended for use.
It is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
It had a few problems with the circuitry.
It is actually stuck in the form of the phone booth.
He's been working on it for thousands of years, trying to keep it going.
And he's never been able to fix what's called the chameleon circuit in it that makes it look more like where he lands. So everywhere he lands, it looks like a phone booth.
Is he the Robin Hood of time travel?
Pretty much, yeah.
So he doesn't rob from the rich and give to the poor. He just makes sure that everything works out like it's supposed to.
It works for the good of humanity. It doesn't matter what it is. He always sides himself with, keeping the peace and making things interesting.
Is Doctor Who a bad guy?
No, he is actually a good guy. He's actually going around saving the universe, keeping bad things from happening.
One of the most interesting things that I've seen since I've been here is they actually have a badass trophy. And if you look here, this trophy is for Room Party. And if there's one thing that the Wine and Cheese Show knows how to do, it's how to party. So I want to know, what floor is this party that's going to win? Who are these people that are going to win the Best Party Award? We're out there trying to find out who they are, talk to them, what floor they're going to be on. How many parties are competing for this same trophy? Who made this trophy?
It has cute little Cybermen on it.
People always ask us what we've got in common. We tell them that we really don't know. Would you really like it?
What the fuck is going on here? Nobody except the people that were in that thing left. Everybody in their rooms, they're up sleeping. I don't understand what this is. We're in the clear. Now the mice will file back into the building. Everyone vying for the Best Party Room Award. Wow, that is an official missile helmet. We had a scare. We're not exactly sure what's happened yet. Fire, bomb threat, wild children running about. We don't know what's going on, but they let everybody back in. Obviously, the peril has not passed because we still have red hot blinky lights, but we're going to... I'm sorry, the unit was giving me the eyeball as if I had done something, as if I was a nefarious creature. I've taken a hiding spot behind this. This is Wine and Cheese. We're about to get back in the dungeon. We're at a roast of the main event. We will insert name later.
Hide the drugs and the underage women.
I've been seeing the signs, guys. I've seen the uniforms. What exactly does the unit stand for?
The Unified Intelligence Task Force.
How do you become part of the unit?
Oh, that's actually a really great question. You got to be willing to do really go overboard, do whatever it takes to kind of help out and support your fellow man.
We set this up about 4.5 years ago, and this was actually, of course, at a bar that we originally came up with the idea. We also...
Hold on. All the best ideas come at the bar.
Have you seen the face of Bo in there? You should have seen the back of the napkin designs we did for that night one in the same bar.
I've had my run-ins with the law, so my first instinct was like, "Oh God, here these guys they're gonna give me the business when I get in there." If someone brings out a gun and starts threatening me, are you here to save me?
Yes.
And what steps would you take to save me?
Quick side step off there. Grab, twist. Give me the gun. Give me the gun. Give me the gun. Okay. And
what exactly is the Starfleet?
I'm part of Starfleet, which is a international fan group throughout the world. We have 40,000 some odd members throughout the world, Russia, Cuba, all over. And we celebrate Star Trek. We like Star Trek, and we like having fun.
Are you prepared to throw someone off of your own balcony for the sake of a good party?
I cannot deny or respond to anything that could actually incriminate me in any way, shape, or form.
Are we running for president here or something? Like, what is this? I just want to party, man. Like, is this such a big deal? I can't forget about my dog. Where the party at? In the club. Where the party at? All in the club. Yeah, here we go. Whoa. Up here on the second floor. Got a contest for best party going on. They got signs that lead the way. There's a boy right there. What happened to your leather, man? What happened to the leather?
Not sweat like a pig.
I heard that.
That's okay, because now I'm judging ramen and ale between two different parties.
Where should we be floating in between?
213, 215 down there. 213 has an awesome prop you got to check out. 232 around the corner is the other Star Trek group, and their party's kicking ass.
When is the trophy for best party going to be given out?
I think it's tomorrow, but the trophy is freaking cool enough that I almost wouldn't bought a room and threw a party just to throw my hat into the ring to win the trophy.
You know what? We're about to go buy a room and just take this whole thing down. I'm letting you know that. There's a party up in this hall. My friend, how are you doing? I came in and watched the roast that y'all did. How were you getting your ass handed to you with all your friends in there?
Well, the one thing that I know is that all of those folks in there, there's a lot of love in there behind all that bullshit. I was just an MC during a costume contest, and I was at the roast. They roasted me. But, yeah, co-host of the Weekend Geek, and I'm be giving this green, crazy bullshit. What the hell is this? Green. Hey, look, I don't...
Romulan balls.
Look, no green M&Ms for...
So what's the best part about coming to these cons? Is it the event? Is it getting roasted? Or is it the after parties?
The best part about these events is the people in the community.
And this is my extended family. I see them 2-3 times a year.
I have a lot of friends in the con scene that I've worked with over the years and met, so all of my friends are here. So this is a chance for me to come and visit with my friends.
We have our con family. You know, I have my gamer family.
Right, I have so many friends here, so many good people here that I love.
We enjoy each other's company.
Right, I love these folks better than my family.
We're here trying to figure out who has the best party. Let's go in here and find out what this one's like. Standard 2-bedroom deal. Uh-oh. I see some cooked meats. So here's what we're always looking at for a good party. One, does it have ladies? This party has ladies. Does it have booze? I think this party has booze. Does it have food? It has cooked meat. It also has a spot where we can interview the entire cast from Star Trek. Bones, how you doing in here? We're interviewing these guys, and hell yeah, these guys are taken first for now. I believe it's room 213. This is the first version of Romulan ale that we're going to try. Let's see what we got here. Oh, good Lord. It tastes blue and it tastes delicious. Let's go try next door's version. After the second Romulan ale, things started getting a little fuzzy. My thoughts began traveling back in time as I reflected on the events of the day and all the people that we had met.
The doctor reincarnates every time.
I
he
came
dies.
in
So
with
we
very low
appreciate that.
expectations and feeling like I wouldn't have anything in common with these people, and I couldn't have been more wrong about that. These are my people. They weren't weird. They weren't boring. They even had beer. They were just like the wannabes. NOLA Time Fest wasn't just about Doctor Who. It was an excuse to get together like a family reunion. Hang out, have a good time, wake up, dress up, show up, and the main goal was to eventually win the party. As for Doctor Who, I'm not quite so sure that we figured that one out yet, but we're gonna keep digging. What is your daily routine?
Daily routine? I do whatever Professor Pinkerton tells me to do. Although I do have a couple of ideas of my own on how to take over the world besides what Dr. Pinkerton wants to do. My plan is to start a cult. See, well, first I get girls for my harem. See, and then the girls from the harem will bring guys in, and they start the cult. And then the cult turns into a religious movement, and then the religious movement takes over the entire world, and soon they will all be worshiping me, Dr. Z.
You had me at girls.